Alright, so hello and welcome to another. Oh man, double KDA in this town. Never mind. Do be like that. Anyways, so this 10v10 game, in which I'm gonna be playing this support division, as they like to call it, really. Yeah, but experience some of that KDA mentality and this one, see what that's all about. There's a guy going here, which is actually huge, so I don't have to cover that. But that leaves this side quite kind of weak. If if there's three of us in this position, and then actually I'm not gonna go in this direction because like this is empty. Yeah, so we need someone in this position. Never mind. I mean, whatever, just a different city, right? So, it's got some Strelos. This isn't really the greatest A piece ever in existence, because it has 40% accuracy. Let that sink in. Every time I go into this town, into this city, pardon me, I always kind of deploy a bit too ambitiously and then lose half of my stuff. So, in order for that not to happen, I was gonna say I'm gonna napalm grad the roads, but yeah, let's be civilized. I'm not gonna be one of those guys, right? Double grenade launcher. So I'm gonna deploy a bit defensively and then just slowly try to grind my way into this city. But we'll see how that goes. I'm gonna deploy double Motschütz and BTR simply for the 18 pen RPG and nothing else really. I mean, it's nice to have some non-reservist infantry also, but other than that, there's not much to them. And then KDA squads, right? So 4 KDA squads. Deployment was kind of rough. Did I deploy my MI? I didn't. Well, that was retarded. And had got this Ural. Or actually, let's not get the Ural. I don't have a command unit because I'm dumb. I do have these guys, which are 6-man squad with only AKs. Yes. Anyways, I'm probably gonna lose this at the start, since they do have like 6th with the Navy SEALs and stuff, and then 101st would be even worse against me. I mean, for me, right? Even if these guys come, because they also get the Green Berets, right? And I don't have special forces, I'm just a trash spam relay. What can I buy? What would I need? If I manage to spot who I'm playing against, then imagine if I had this MI2 earlier in this position. So Super Puma Remedy is playing TKS there, right? That's not exactly ideal, but you know, it is what it is. Hopefully I don't get blown up before I unload in these locations now. I've got one of these MIs, right? Just for the rocket sports, nothing else. So that's gonna be probably like, yeah, man, oh my god, that's kind of rough. Not gonna lie, though. All of you unload there, unload, all of you. And then start pushing, right? SPWs can probably, I mean, that's a Milan thing right there, so it's not ideal. Alright. Got the command, I mean the military police thing into action. I lost my fucking... I need the Ural to keep the squads going. So, for some reason, these guys cannot fire on any of these units. That's very exciting, I have to admit. Let's get... I can't afford the Malka. I mean, if I could afford the Malka, it would be a completely different story, but... Alright, Special Forces squad killed. What can I say? Very successful, sorry. English language, right? And this is stressful, right? I just finished my shift, and I wanted to chill. And then I chose the most stressful game to play to relax myself, right? So SPG might die here, actually, that's not that bad. Aufklär, if you manage to kill the Aufklär, that's gonna be colossal. Get this, get this. You can load in and... Brother, what are you doing? Unload... Man, I'm really fucking retarded. I missed my button 3 times. Let's not lose the regular infantry, because that's kinda rare in this division, to be honest. Also keep in mind the fact that this guy does get the dual trees. So it's not like he doesn't have full artillery like I do. Also, why are you not firing on the fucking thing? I do have this tank, which I forgot about. That's very funny, actually. So my Strellas, like I said, they're not the greatest AAPs in existence, as you can probably notice by now. Let's push this direction with the KDA, and then I'm just gonna reinforce with one more Modschützen squad, because some of the stuff here is gonna die now, inevitably. Like these pioneers, for example, there's no saving them. My Ural is taking its sweet time to get to the front line, right? Just to buff these. Get the SPWs to provide fire support to the 762. This is that. Yeah, oh man. Oh, that was a rough loss, really. That should not have happened, but you know. Why are these firing? What is your issue? BGS. Let's get the second Malka. And let's get this, and another Ural, so I'm done with the logistics for now. And then replace the lost pioneers. And then more Strellas, maybe. Airmobiles do have Oculus, right? So they are more than capable to mess up my guy there. More KDA Schützen, right? By the way, you're at +3 though, and my AA is absolutely not doing its thing. These guys don't have they do have anti-tank, whatever. Aufklär died somewhere. That's not ideal. Just fire your missile and I don't care your fucking 40% accuracy on it. And where's my military police that I ordered for the right side? Right, get this Malka to start hitting this building and then provide some rocket support if possible. Unload this here. Chieftain, we can probably kill the chieftain, right? You need to go back to the fob. And then I'm gonna need another Ural to replace them. So, SPW is providing nice fire support, that's actually pretty nice. Can we hit this guy? Pretty please. I mean, whatever, right? Alright, so move there. The 3Ds MI died because I wasn't paying attention. That's very, very... On the side, is my tank dead? It is. Died to the chieftain, I assume. One problem with this KDA is the fact that every KDA squad is so beefy that it takes a bunch of supply to actually keep them going, right? Because it's a, what is it? Let's see, it's a 14-man squad. You need to respawn, basically. 14 men, right? And that takes some resources. Also, like, fuck this up. And move. Got this guy to also... the game just froze. The game just froze. But all is good, right? They are working on solving this problem. They have been working for like... what is it? Past half a year or something. Now this guy, everyone is arting me from this position. And look at this shit. Alright. Whoever that is, he really doesn't like me. As it seems. Let's get another one of these for the Bastion, and then let's get off-player squads and replace one KDA. And then try pushing again in this direction, basically. SPG, this is also an SPG, alright. Airmobiles are gonna spend enough blast to kill an SPW 152. Well, that actually works for me, right? I mean, that's a pretty damn expensive rocket, missile, or whatever. So I need some more supply here, by the looks of it. Pioneers are gonna have an easy time against these guys. And that's a chieftain, alright. Try to mess up this chieftain. Sell this. Got the Mudschützen to kind of push. These KDA dudes can advance, maybe. You still need some juice. Alright. Mudschützen can also advance. I'm trying to be civilized, right? I'm trying to, like, not napalm grad people. If you manage to hit that, that's gonna be epic. None of these have anti-tank, but we do have an SPG in position, so that's good. If I manage to hit this, I mean, this is like two special forces squads probably clubbed together. My T-62 is losing. No, it'll be like that. Any fire, please? Let's watch this. I don't care about mine. So they are gonna manage to live. But, well. Alright. Whatever. Can't have everything, can we? 1000 points Ural needed here. So I do have 80 gems, right? But I kind of don't wanna. You know what? Should I just get this guy? I can go to the fob there. Yeah, go this way. Sell this. Something is dying, apparently. Spread this infantry across these buildings. Also, since I have double Malka and I'm struggling against this fucking Chieftain Mark 11 of all things, I might as well just delete him with artillery, right? Because why wouldn't I, after all? Remember this? That's where the double Fliegerfaust is. And he moved the fucking Chieftain now. Man. The KDA Schützen dead, but that's what they are for. You'll notice how I'm deploying KDA Schützen instead of reservists. The reason is, reservists are actually better, but a bit more expensive. So since they are... This should not be dying, really. Since they are better, right? I will save them for later. If I'm in trouble, then I can actually deploy cheap but better infantry, right? If that makes any sense. But we've got more KDA Schützen, pretty much. So these guys are probably gonna get targeted at some point, so let's not keep them in that position. Remember this, I mean, he's gonna move from there, right? Because I'm already firing. The good thing is that I lost this tank instead of the one with the bastion. That's stationary. Let's get this guy so I can potentially resupply my artillery and not have to resupply the supply truck all the way back at the FOB, right? Make the logistics a bit easier to manage. And also, considering, I mean, he does have the Gina rocket aircraft for the cheaper bombers, if I'm not mistaken. But it's interesting how I didn't see any... That's that. I didn't see any aircraft yet. Well, that's a juicy target. Those squads of airmobile stuff vetted. Pretty damn juicy, right? But I have to move my arty because it's 2 Malkas and that's all I have pretty much. Oh wow. There it is, there's the thing. But you know, it's no match for the coup. Amazing, really. And now there's Bradley's coming in. I do have this guy. Remember this. You got the Ural back here. So I'm probably gonna lose this recon, but if I manage to kill one Bradley, that's actually very worth it. Because 4-man recon squad versus Bradley, I would say, very much worth. Let's group this guy so he just doesn't randomly die, really. Keep him in the back. Fire your RPG once more. Never mind, there's a fire team now. That's actually a completely different guy now, pushing me. Rough. Do a bit like that. Try to get one Bradley, maybe. So, we know about this now. There's no deer. Oh man. That's rough. That wasn't supposed to die. How many more do I have? One more. Oh my god, alright. So mod Schützen are the actual proper regular squad. This wasn't even grouped, let alone used yet, so let's change that. And hit this position, and then we'll move. Hopefully I managed to kill the... What was the fucking thing here? This thing, right? I did, alright, the Roland. So here we're kinda struggling, but you know, that's alright. Don't fire your entire thing. Don't resupply your grats on my fob. That is not gonna be happening. Sorry, my dude. If you're gonna be running grats, you bring your own fob. So that's how it works. Got this guy to face the Bradleys, basically, and maybe two of them even. Right, hit this, and this guy is just refusing to get resupplied. So even though these are reservist squads, the KDA, right? Since they are 14 men, so very beefy, it takes some time for the enemy to actually kill them. I mean, look at this. These guys are under fire for like how long now? And they are still not dying. Very annoying for the enemy, I have to assume. Let's get the Osa because I can afford that. This guy's gonna be reloading still, alright. So hopefully they will not move from these buildings. Matrazvetka does have RPG, but no ammo. Alright, 1, 2. I just finished firing and moved this way, really. I don't have to babysit the fucking artillery, right? Look at these KDA shots. I mean, they're triple up, but to be fair, so it makes sense. They're hitting every shot imaginable. Also, yeah, keep wasting your hot on the SPW. Really, I mean, it works for me, honestly. Oh man, I mean, they are resupplied, so I can use the chance to finish resupplying my guy. Start hitting this and move away. You are ready, so turn this off. Don't let him steal all of my fob. I had that happen earlier, right? One of my T-62s died again because I am not looking. And they are still dying to this Apache now. So that's not ideal. Green Beret leader are completely, utterly obliterated. That's cool. I've got more KDA shots and another reroll here. MI2 shut down the... Remember this? That's building with 2 units in it. So that's gonna work. Pretty good target. Remember this position. Look at this juicy guy. You need to go back to the fob. And then you need to do nothing at the moment. This is gonna die to the... never mind. You do have AK, so you can fight, right? Obviously it's gonna miss. Because it's a 40% accuracy unit. Oh my god, alright. Why would you even send the Gazelle like that? Half-Clara are at risk of dying, that's not good. Particularly, right? And this here, get this guy to try pushing, get the half-Clara in the high-rise. These mod schützen squads are actually resupplied and I'm not using them. So it's kinda not ideal, right? Also, the Strela is gonna die now. Maybe. You are gonna remain stationary, right? Works for me, works for me. So, let's push up before they actually start obliterating all of this with artillery. Where's my T-62? I need you to kill the shitbox there. And get this SPW to provide some fire support there, because why not? Why not? Just kind of trying to spot some more targets for the Malka at the moment, but I'm struggling to keep the recon going, as you can notice. I've got two of these. Can probably finish off the Rolex 3 now. Probably. Remember this. That Roland should be dead. It is, in fact, it's very dead. Alright. So, grenade launcher doing pretty nice work at the moment. Can't complain about that. Here, these guys could use some supply, to be honest. So let's try to give them this Euro. Also, where are all of my Euros, man? Here, I assume, yes. Well, Sniper is high value target constantly, and then the Jaguar also, and then bring one of these. Bring more KDA Schützen. Actually, I can't really afford anything. So, T62, right? I sent the guy forwards and then he didn't respect my decision. Sniper is probably dead. Hopefully this is gonna be dead also. One more shell and it's gonna be dead. Just one more, man. There we go. Nice. This Malka is really a beast, I have to admit. What a fucking RT piece. So airmobiles, again, they do have the bloody Aquila, which is very dangerous against tanks. So got to be careful about that. That's the napalm. I mean, let's napalm this road, cut off their reinforcements, and then Malkas can hit the green berets in this building. Right. Unload here. Second one unloads there, I assume, and then one more here. Let the Osta a bit further up, maybe just a bit. This KDA can retreat now. Same with the military police. I might as well just need another military police to keep buffing up my dudes. And get more SPGs, right? Maybe even a Conqueror. Alright, that's enough. Half of the salvo, really. I'm not gonna open up this fob for you, sorry man. That Mirage is absolutely dead. These are all Gazelles. Fair enough. I do have the Sosa though. So we snipe the gap parts and... I mean snipe. One tap really, and then just run, because this is pot 2 for cons 4. This needs to move now, same with this one. Right, because he's gonna get RT'd. I was really appreciating this guy moved away from my fob, man. Why do you have to be like that, man? There should be another Ural. There is. Well, that was the speed missile, which actually, I mean, I'm not sure what the fuck happened there. It kind of hit the Osta, but it didn't. So, I mean, this game is weird sometimes, right? So what's that gonna be? Alright, enough. Actually, not enough. Wait for this guy to get resupplied. How much is left? 8,000. Alright, T62 M1 was wrecked, by the way. Yeah, that's probably dead. Yeah, this roll to the front line. Got the military police to do some cool stuff. SPG here, SPG there, and then Mod Schützen and KDA Schützen and more KDA Schützen can advance. Also resupply all of this stuff in this area. But these guys do have enough HP to push actually. So Strela pushes, this guy pushes also.
Ja, Feindkontakt! Und noch einen Leichensack.
Alright. Sorry about this. I just disappeared for a second, had to really solve something. Also, seems like my also died in the meantime, but never mind. Sorry about that again. So how does this push look? Well, we didn't even encounter much resistance by the way. But the only thing that happened is the Osa dying. Really, I don't need this fight. Ural is probably gonna rip now. No, all right. Always good. Can we push into this sector? We're gonna lose this one very soon, I feel. So look at these fucking Strelas not being able to hit anything. Oh wow, there we go, finally. Bradley was killed. That's amazing. Get this. Are you gonna keep your AMXs in that position? If so, thank you. Very kind of you, right? Stop killing my... sorry, stealing my fob. Remember this. Right, keep firing on them, keep firing on them. Look at this now, look at this napalm thing. Oh man, if I was this guy, I would be cringing hard. As you probably know already, the AMX-10 is like my favorite thing in the game. And then imagine this happening to them. I mean, they're probably gonna both survive, but... well, one isn't. Oh, wreck this. Green Archer, so these guys waited long enough. Now they deserve the break. You can go back to the forward deployed fob pretty much. Also another thing I forgot about is that I have double seed with 60% TCL. Yeah, that's a thing in this division. Oh, hello, good sir. Very exciting. That Roland is dead now. The game is going to be ending in 4 minutes as it stands, so I would like to hurry up and try to eliminate this high hunk for, you know, some more points on the field, on the scoreboard. Sorry. But we do have the steed, right? And there it goes. Both of my steed aircraft are gonna just miss, but this is spotted now, so that's alright. Since that's moving, let's take out this thing. Strela died. Try pushing some more, claiming some more ground here, maybe, I mean. See how that goes, right? Electronic warfare seed. Let's not. That's a Prowler. Prowler has a harm, which is a pretty damn insane missile. To be honest, SPW also died this whole thing. Right, there it is, the Roland 3. Another Roland 3 kill claimed. So, that's interesting. This is a position. This thing has 3 squads. I'm gonna go for this one first. And then move. Napalm Grad still cannot fire, but I can bomb the other position, even though, like, it's probably gonna lose the bomber. Do I really care? I mean, the game is ending in 30 seconds, so I might as well have some epic bombing run. Alright. see this artillery first. So we are killing some stuff. And now watch this speed. Speed is gonna be soaking up missiles, allowing this guy to actually drop the bombs. They're gonna die anyways, though. Will be like that, I don't know. Anyways, pretty damn nice game. What can I say? Yeah, I hope I didn't play. I mean, how would I put it? I wasn't one of those guys with this division, honestly. I mean, at least I didn't napalm the roads, and I didn't really spam the napalm gruds. I fired it like, what, 2 times, if I'm not mistaken, so, you know. I didn't start Smirch and, you know, miss everything. I mean, as you can see, the napalm grud didn't do much, really. It's just more of an annoyance than a dangerous unit. High explosive killed 4 units before it died. Alright. I'm gonna cover the deck for this division. I think I never. I mean, the Malkat really messed up these guys. It's 4 different people, even. Anyways, I'm gonna do the deck for this div because I never covered this deck, and I'm also gonna. I'm not gonna upload it to the channel. You can watch this video, right? So KDA is gonna be this one. So FOB, since it's a 10v10 game, right? And then there is this guy with the 6k supply, largest helicopter ever built, if I'm not mistaken. Also, largest supply unit in Warno. Pretty much, yeah, it is. So Mi-26 and then FOB, and then there is 2k supply trucks, and then there is 1k supply trucks, plus FPW Recon 3 CV 3 availability. Not armed, but it is wheeled and fast. Also amphibious, but I mean that doesn't mean much in this game. Anyways, FOB, and then these guys distribute supply along the front line. Once they are empty, they arrive next to this guy, and you can resupply 2 with one of these guys. Once this guy is empty, goes back to the helicopter, gets 2k supply. You can resupply 3 of them from this guy. And then once this guy is empty, he goes back to the FOB, brings more supply. That's kind of the idea, if you're not using artillery. If you're using artillery like me, then what I like to do is put 2k supply next to my artillery, so it keeps them going for a long time and I don't have to worry about it. Right. Also, you can directly resupply artillery on this guy, as you just saw me doing. Because it's 6k, so it doesn't really matter, right? Supply is supplied. You do it the easiest way that for the certain situations, right? So it's not always going to be this and this goes back to the FOB. You know, it's really depending on how you like to manage your logistics. Here, 30mm grenade launcher, SPG-9, and Conkers have the same role, which is providing fire support and setting up defensive positions. You just saw SPGs and 30mm provide fire support from the high rises to the infantry in front of them, right? So infantry in front of these guys is screening for them, fighting directly with the enemies, and then these guys just spam the 30mm from the back, because it is a 4-man team, right? So they die pretty quickly. But if you have, let's say, pioneers in front of them, which are 8-men, then these guys soak up damage, these guys deal damage to the enemy. Same with this, except this can kill light vehicles, maybe sometimes tanks, right? And it will also, pretty much same as the recoilless rifle when it comes to the Americans. It shoots at everything. Not much accuracy, but it's really overall nice defensive unit to have. And then Conkers. It's a Conkers, right? What else can I say about the 20-pen standard packed ATGM? KDA shoots in squads. So probably one of the worst anti-tank pieces in the game, but not the best machine gun, light machine gun, and then 13 AKs, but it's a 14-man squad. They have both reservist and militia trait, which makes them really crap. But again, you put one of these guys next to them, and they will undebuff them. So you kind of get the regular infantry from these, right? You kind of have to micro these to constantly be supporting the KDA shits. And also two cards. I'm bringing them into SPW because as you were just able to see, they can provide some pretty nice fire support with the 7.62 machine gun. Other thing, two cards of them, so it's 24 squads. You will basically never run out of infantry with this division. It is trash infantry, but I mean, if you are sending 4 squads of KDA Schützen against one airborne US airborne squad, they're gonna win. They're 14 men. It's really hard to kill them. And then obviously military police equipped with the SVD and 2 PKMs, also 10-man squad, pretty fucking insane. Very good squad. They can also fight on their own, unlike the American ones. Because you know, Pact isn't allowed to have bad stuff. And then Pioneers with the satchel. I initially wanted to change them for the Pioneers Flam before the game started, but there was not enough time. Thing with these, they're both 8 men. I just kind of like the. I know this is really trash, right? 45% accuracy, and if they get suppressed, it's even less. I mean, but satchels are 150 range, right? I guess it can work. I don't know. Also, another good squad about East Germans in general is starting from here and further up. You get this resolute trait. Resolute means they are indoctrinated and they are going to be taking less suppression from the enemy fire. So opposite of these two traits, right? And then you have the regular Mudschwitz and BTR squad 8-man RPG 2 light support weapons. Since it is how it is in this division, I kind of like to treat this regular infantry as almost like special forces when it comes to saving them, preserving them, resupplying and everything, because, I mean, this is the best RPG you will get. You get only one card of them. I didn't upgrade them for the availability. But, you know, this is like the only... You can get the Sicherungs where they here, but, you know, it's kind of worse RPG and one machine gun, 7 men. Whereas these guys are obviously better. If I upvetted them, they do have the resolute, so what's the point, really? I kind of need the availability for the RPG. Let's just save them like this. Yeah, pretty good to have one of these slots, or one of these cards. You just never know how or when do you need like a good infantry to support these guys, get them going, right? And then KDA Stevie 3 availability, so it's already 6 Stevie. Yes. Only AKs, but it's 50 points, right? So what I like to do, as you just saw, is I take like 3 or 4 squads of KDA Schützen and then put these guys to undebuff them next to them. And then put one of these guys next to all of that, so these guys will buff both military police and the KDA Schützen. So it's pretty insane if you do that, right? And then reservists, as I was talking. KDA are 14 men, these guys are 9, but these guys get the better RPG. And they are actually not a reservist. What? Is this a mistake, maybe? I don't know. I mean, they should have the reservist rate if they are called the reservist, right? Anyways, pretty good squad then. What can I say? Maybe even better than the Mochitson. But they are not indoctrinated. I see it's not a mistake, it's just you can't upvote them. Yeah. they come green by default, so they're kind of trained, but not that much. Makes sense, makes sense. My bad. I'll get to the real star of this deck. I used to run this thing once upon a time. It's really bad range, 240 mil, but I mean it's 12 missiles, so it's not. I mean, it is what it is. It's not gonna do much. I do still keep Smirch because it's a cluster and it's an actual good cluster, unlike the NATO ones. And then BM21 Napalm is the reason why 99% of KDA players play the KDA. Because, oh wow, look, fire, cool, and stuff like that. And then two Malkas because it's absolute beast of an artillery, 203, same as every NATO 203, except I don't think they get this much range. Correct me if I'm wrong, please. I don't have mortars in this div. If it was a 1v1, I would ditch something to get these 120 mils in the MTLB, but since it's a 10v10, who cares about smoke, really? Tanks. So, T62 spam. I see a lot of people bring the T34s and the PT76 and whatnot, right? T54s, right? But then, I mean, I really don't see the point. I can see this working because fire supports, right? Especially in the situations like the Twin Cities or whatever. But I mean, T62 will do just as fine and can actually survive and smoke itself, even though I suffered from a skill issue where a bunch of them died. Let's get to the variants. So T62 MV is the one with the explosive reactive armor and the Bastion. And then this guy, the M1, is with the Bastion but no explosive reactive armor. And for some reason, this guy gets 14 front armor, and this guy with the ERA gets 11. So someone please enlighten me. How does that work, right? If this guy, obviously, I mean, is this the additional armor? So like, this guy would be more resistant to, or this guy would be more resistant to ATGMs than this guy. This guy is more resistant to tanks, I assume. If that's how that works, I don't know. And then command 1, I don't think I even need this guy, but it's nice to buff the rest of these, so the Bastion gets 70% accuracy instead of 65 when it's near this guy. And then one without Bastions, simply because that's the next most armored thing in the division, and it's good at providing fire support, pretty much. Yeah, I'm not using 80 gems here because, I mean, these Conquerors and Malutka SPWs and this guy. Simply because this is 8 Bastion launchers, right? Bastion is 2,800 meters, way more than any of these. So, there's no point. Recon is not where this division shines, really. I mean, off-color squads with 4 men. If this was Recon US, I would be very happy, but it's not. So you got 6 off-color squads, 4 MI2s, which you can just leave hovering above your stuff, providing some good optics, and then this thing is for when you like to provide recon but also some fire support, or when you want to be annoying in, let's say, 1v1s. So you bring this guy, drive him on the flank of the map right behind the enemy, and kill his artillery with the KPVT, and then he rage quits. That's how it usually is, if that happens. Never take this thing, this is absolute dog shit, because 45% no smoke. Yeah, it's really not great. It has 2 armor, but I mean, whatever. AA, once upon a time I used to run this thing. Then you realize it's reservist. If people shoot at this, it's gonna get suppressed, so it's gonna have even less accuracy. It has 10% now. Other thing, it doesn't do much damage, so it's gonna take a while. For example, I had a bunch of situations where I would send this to kill an ATGM helicopter, and an ATGM helicopter would just blow it up with its ATGM while taking fire from this thing, right? So it's really not good. But you do get 7 of them, and you can use them to provide fire support and melt infantry. That's one way they can be useful. Estrella 2 is your best manpad, 40% accuracy, when up-vetted, keep in mind. So it's really not great, but I mean that's what you have to work with. You can also take this guy, but I really like the Estrella more. And then OSA for some medium to long range radar AA. Pretty nice. And for books is probably the best AA piece in the game at the moment. And then helicopters, so 2 cards of Hind, because I like my Hinds. They do have Cocons, which is pretty nice, and 10% ECM. And then this is what I would ditch if it was a 1v1 game. I would also ditch Smirch, probably. Think why I'm using this, there was a choice to either use this guy or I use the Rocket MiG-29 for 3 availability. Now, when I think about it, that's not really a bad idea at all. I'm just gonna leave it like this. The Malyutka, right? And then bunch of rockets and 12.7 to kill stuff below him. Can be useful, no ECM though. If it dies, it dies. 115 points. It's not that expensive either. And then air tab. This is very insane because 60% ECM, 50% accuracy. I used to up-vet them in 119 back in the day because 6 more percent accuracy, but I mean it's not really worth 1 availability, right? Also, this is your probably best fighter, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, 3 availability Mech 23. Does have a 7k range missile on it, but 40% accuracy, so again, it is what it is. I mean, you have these guys to defend your air, so you don't really need these that much. And then anti-tank is a gambling simulator because 50% accuracy on the electro-optical thing and 20% ECM. So you're gambling if he's gonna live and if he's gonna kill the tank. But when it hits, it hits hard because it has 30 pen. So, you know. And then MiG-25 RPF for a bunch of high explosive, 30% ECM too, very fast, but, usually in my case, these guys are one-way trip. So that would be the KDA. Pretty damn interesting to play them every once in a while. Not always, not always. Keep that in mind. I mean, stop napalming roads and stuff. Pretty please. But yeah, that would be it for today. So anyways, GG's, and as always, well played everyone.